And now it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the greatest comeback since Elvis in '68. It's the return of the Merc. Talk to those in the know and they'll tell you nothing is built as well as an old Merc. Some weeks ago, we tested this theory with a 16-year-old E-Class we found for 695 quid. We dished out a lot of abuse. Some of it scientific, most of it not, and literally sent the car through hell and high water. Somehow, she was still going. The Merc, she lives! Good girl! And even after being monster trucked, she kept on running. Paul, our expert mechanic, confirmed that this was no fluke. Paul, how many call-outs have you been to in the last year?
About 2,000.
And out of those, how many were old Mercs, say pre-1993?
One.
And what was the matter with that?
It was an immobiliser fault.
So nothing mechanical?
Nothing mechanical whatsoever.
So we've established beyond doubt that old Mercs are tough. But we still haven't found the limit, which is what we intend to do today, using an arsenal. First up, a test of interior durability. The inside was wearing its 170,000 miles well, with every switch clicking like the day it was born. Now, obviously, there's only one way to see how tough the fixtures and fittings are. Grenade! Most of the interior had been vaporised, but throughout the car there were little signs of life. See, the electrics still work, Paul.
Yeah, that light's on as well in the back, look.
Is there? And what about the heater switches?
Gone.
Gone where?
Good question, and I'm not quite sure.
Hold on, old boy. We decided to up the ante. I'm sure you, like us, have often wondered if Merc bodywork could withstand an attack from the cannon off a Spanish galleon. Well, leave it to an expert. Strike one. Miss left. Oops. Strike two. Too long. Strike three. Direct hit. Were you impressed with my accuracy eventually?
Yes, very good.
Thank
Third
you.
time lucky.
Thanks very much. So is the front. Oh, look at that. Now that's what I call proper build quality. Opens and shuts. Fantastic. And the door mirror is still intact. That is a pretty mint door, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get some money for that. Again, the bits of the Merc that were still standing had seemingly shrugged off our attack. So, for the final test, we decided there should be no holds barred. We wanted to see whether there was any grain of truth in one of the biggest cliches about old Mercs. Are the engines bomb-proof? As our E-Class burned, we felt sure this time we'd killed her off. The car was gutted, and Paul stepped up to inspect the remains.
That shuts.
Of course, the point of this test was to see how much stick the engine could take.
Looks a little bit melted.
It couldn't possibly start, could it?
He's still in there.
We held our breath, but nothing.
Nothing at all.
It was a car barely alive. But Paul felt he could rebuild it. He had the technology. He could make it better than it was before. Better, stronger, faster. Well, actually, all he could do was get that rear wiper working, making it look like something from the end of Terminator. And then, film fans, just like Lord of the Rings, there was yet another ending. On closer inspection, it turned out the engine was okay. But it was the wiring loom of the immobiliser that had melted and was preventing us from starting it. So, are Merc engines bomb-proof? Yes! But their immobilisers aren't.